Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 28 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 2099. Find subsequence of length k with the largest sum. So in this problem, you are given an integer array nums and an integer k. You want to find a subsequence of nums of length k that has the largest sum. Alright, we have to return any such subsequence as an integer array of length k. A subsequence is an array that can be derived from another array by deleting some or no elements without changing the order of the remaining elements. Okay, right? So let's understand this problem statement with an example here. Alright, so in this example number one, if you see, we have to find the subsequence of length k, right, of 2 length, right, and we have to make sure that it has the largest sum. So when we are going to get the largest sum, when we are going to use the two max digits, right, in k's value is 2, so two max digits, okay, only then we are going to find the subsequence with the largest sum, right? So we want to use this and we want to use this, right? But we have to maintain the order as well, right? So for this example, if you see, this is my output 3 3. Okay, same way in this example number 2, k is equal to 3, so 3 largest, 4 is largest, 3 is largest, and then here minus 1 and minus 2, minus 1 is largest. Okay, so output is minus 1, then 3, and then 4. Okay, and here example number 3, k is equal to 2, so 2 max you have to choose, so 3 and 4. Okay, so 3 and 4, right? This is our output. All right, so here from here we know that we have to find the max digits, right? So we can do one thing, we can do the sorting, right? So if I sort this, I will get this 1 2 3 3 here. Okay, right? I just need to find the max, right? Or you can also do one more thing. Instead of sorting it like this, you can sort it like this: 3 3 2 1 in decreasing order. Okay, your choice. So here also you can sort it in decreasing order, right? 4, then 3, then minus 1, then minus 2. All right, and here also you can sort it in decreasing order, like first 4 3 3 and 3. Okay, this is what you can do, right? Okay, now this is done. So now it is easy, right? K is equal to 2, so these two. All right, from here these three, from here these two. But now again there is one issue, we have to maintain the order as well, okay, without changing the order of the remaining elements, right? So here I can't return 4 3 minus 1, I should return minus 1 3 and 4, right? Right, so what I need to do now, do one thing here, just store the indexing as well. Okay, indexes as well. So this three, if I just store 0 1 2 3. Okay, so let's say this is at 2 index, this is at 3 index, this is at 0 index. Okay, this is at 1 index. Okay, so here I'm going to store indexing as well, okay, for this one. So 4 is at here 0 1 2 3, 4 is at 3 index, this 3 is at 2 index, this minus 1 is at 0 index, this minus 2 is at 1 index. Okay, so here these are the indexing for this. Okay, and same way for this 4, you can say this is at 0 1 2 3. Okay, let's say 1 index, this you can say 0 2, okay, 3. All right, so I have to store the indexes as well, right? Okay, so now what I need to do once this is done, so here we know that we need to choose this only. Okay, from this only we are going to get this output. Here we also know that from these elements only we have to maintain, we have to return the output. Okay, and here also we know that from these elements only we have to return the output. Okay, now for orders, what you can do here, sort this based on the indexes. Okay, so 2 3, right? So 2 3 3 3 return. Okay, so here 3 2 0, so if I sort it based on indexes, I will get 0 2 and 3. Okay, so 0 index minus 1, 2 index we have 3, and 3 4. Okay, so here I'm returning minus 1, 3 and 4. Okay, and here also sort based on indexing. Okay, in increasing order, so first 0 index, then 1 index. So at 0 we have 3, at 1 we have 4, so this is my output, 3 and 4. That's it. Okay, so this is what we need to do, and these are the constants: nums dot length from 1 to 1000, and nums of I value from minus 10 to the power 5 to 10 to the 5, and k values from 1 to nums dot length. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so in this problem we are going to use this integer dot compare functions, right? So if I give the parameters like this x1 x2, and here I'm writing integer dot compare x1 1 and x2 1. Okay, So let's say I'm passing like this, here x1 and here x2, okay, x1 x2. So that simply means in ascending order. And here if x1 x2 and integer dot compare to, here I just reverse it, okay, first I'm using x2 and then I'm using x1. So that simply means descending order, okay. So this is a common pattern in Java to sort the arrays or lists in a reverse order. I think you guys already know about this, right? Okay, so here integer dot compare xy, okay. So here how it works, if x value is less than y, then that means negative, okay. So x is smaller than y, so x is going to come before y, okay. So x and then y, right? If both are equal, then 0, then we are going to keep the same order, okay, and no change, right? And here if x is greater than y, so that means it is going to give me positive value, so that simply means x comes after y, okay. So it needs swap, okay. So yx, so it's a normal like increasing order only we are maintaining, right? Increasing order here, increasing order, right? Okay, so x smaller than y, then x is coming, then y, okay, bigger value. X and y both are same, then just maintain the order. If x is greater than y, then first y, then x, okay. So increasing order, right? So this is normal, okay, x and y, and then we are comparing x dot y, okay. So now here if I write something like this, arrays dot sort, okay, let's say some values we have, and these are the parameters that I'm going to compare from this vals array, okay. So x1 and x2, so here I'm first writing x2 this part, and then I'm writing x1, okay. So second arrays value first, and then first arrays value, okay. So we normally compare x1 with x2 for ascending order. Here we are flipping the order, comparing x2 to x1, which reverses the logic, right? So flipping comparison means x1 1 and x2 1, let's suppose it's 5 and 9, okay. So you compare this, so 9 and 5, so this is going to give you positive, right? So in this case x2 is greater than x1, okay. First you are writing x2, then x1, okay. X2 is greater than 1 x1, so x1 after x2, okay. So we just flip the order, okay. This flips the normal sort behavior into descending order, okay. So you can take compare these two examples, okay. Compare 5 9, so it is going to give me -1, okay, some negative value. So in negative value, since x2 is less than x1, so here x1 before x2, okay. So this is how flipping comparison works, right? So we are just going to use this formula, okay. This is the main part, right? So now let's write the code for this one. Nothing complex, very easy. Whatever I explained, I'm going to do the same thing here, okay. So first let me just maximize the screen. Here just write int n is equal to nums dot length, okay. Done. Then we have to create a 2D array, okay. We have to store the indexes as well, right? So where's, and here new int, and here you can just pass n, and here you can pass 2, okay. All right, so here two-dimensional array stores index and value, okay. Done. Now here you can simply run one loop, okay. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, and here I plus plus, okay. And here you can write vals, and here I and 0, okay. So at 0 index, let's store the index, okay. And here a vals, and here I, and at 1, okay, you are just going to store the nums of I value. All right, this is done, okay. Now first we are storing the index here, and then we are storing the value, right? Now once this is done, then you have to sort by numerical value in descending order. So for that, what I'm going to do, arrays dot sort, what I'm sorting, array, this vals array, okay. And what are the two parameters I'm going to pass, x1 and x2, let's say, okay. And here I need in descending order, right? So here how I'm going to do that, here I'm going to write integer dot compare, all right. And here I am sorting them based on the values. So x2 first I'm going to write, okay, in descending order, and here 1 I have to write, okay, because at 1 we are storing the value, right? So x2 1, and here x1 1, okay. That's it. All right, clear. Now we have to select the first k elements and sort them in ascending order by index. So what I'm going to do, arrays dot sort, okay. And what I'm sorting, this vals only, right? And it is starting from 0, and how many elements I need, I need k, okay. So since it is starting from 0, I need until k, okay. So here k is exclusive, so that simply means k minus 1 I'm taking, okay. K is exclusive, 0 is inclusive, right? 0 and k is exclusive means until k minus 1, okay. And here also same, x1 and x2 we have, okay. And this time we have to do the comparison based on the indexing, okay. So here what I'm going to do, I'm just going to simply copy this, all right, and paste it here, integer.compare, and here I have to write x1. Okay, at one index we are storing what, uh, x1 we have to write, at 0 index we are storing the index, and x1 we have to write because we need in increasing order, right? So that is why here we have to write x1 first, then x2, okay, for increasing order, and here we have to just give 0 0 because we are sorting them based on the indexing. Okay, so index is at 0. All right, done, clear. All right, okay, now this is done. Now we have to just form the final result. Okay, so for that just create one result array. All right, and here we already know the size is going to be k, right? So here I'm just going to pass k, and then you have to just simply run one loop. Okay, int I is equal to 0, I is less than k, and here I plus plus. Okay, and after that you have to just update your result of I value as vals of, and here you just need the values, right? So values are at one index. Okay, so I and 1, that's it. Okay, and in the end you have to simply return result. Okay, right? So I hope that you already know why I'm writing n here and 2. Okay, so n means the number of rows and this is the number of columns. Okay, so this you already know, I think. All right, so n means number of rows, so we are maintaining like this n rows. Okay, so what we are placing, first we are placing index. Okay, and here we index, and then we are placing the value. Okay, 2 3 3 3 0 2, something like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, so here n, okay, n is size, so 0 1 2 3. Okay, and here 0 1. Okay, okay, two values here, right? And here total four values, so that's why. Okay, so this is what we are doing, right? So here this is after sorting actually. Okay, so initially we are just storing like this 0 2 1 1, okay, 2 3 and 3 3. Okay, like this. So from here we are going to get that only. Okay, so after I just give this example based on this. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear, right? So now let's run the code and see if there are code issues. We'll try to fix that. So all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? And the time complexity for this problem is going to be of n log n, since we are sorting, we are using this sort, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.